Yo, I'm back. In this one, I find myself over in a mostly small business kind of part of town. There's this long stretch of road with a bunch of businesses around, so I just kind of walk up and down this area to give me a bunch of options to shoot. So I'm back out with the Nikon point and shoot film camera, and I'm a little more comfortable with it this time, so I'm letting them fly. Get a handful that I really like, and then I get a few that I don't like, which is, I guess, mostly expected at this point. I'm standing around here for a minute because the car is in this frame that I want, and I don't want that car there. So let's jump into these and see what we can get. I haven't seen one of these like futuristic trucks in a really long time. I remember when I was a kid, these were the trucks that were in like calendars, and it was like, whoa, so futuristic. Now it's funny because it just looks like out of place. And yeah, it just really made this photo, like I included the building and everything in the background just as like a backdrop, which I don't think lends too much, just kind of, background noise in the scene. But, the truck kind of takes it to a new level. This feels like a photo that could have been taken when this truck was a thing, which was like early 2000s probably, I'd say. But anyway, if anything, goofy looking truck, and that gives it enough points to include. Here in a second too, after this photo, you'll hear a like loud pop and a cheer to my right. And then I'm like let down by not getting that photo. There was like a group of people outside of the bowling alley, and there's some sort of celebration, and they all popped off like a confetti gun. And yeah, it just would have made for such an awesome like action photo. I get a bit of that here in a few moments, which you'll see. And this one, it's kind of the trap that I find myself falling into sometimes, where I'm drawn in by all of the pink and the kind of randomness of these balloons and this like random like business area. This isn't like really residential spaces. I mean, at least I don't think it was. And I thought those signs would come through a little bit more. It's like a princess something sign, maybe someone's birthday. Like this one just wasn't. It didn't come off as like a really like cool or intriguing photo, and that's okay. It's just kind of a random scene with some pink balloons in it. Oh. And here's the one that I referenced when the people popped the confetti gun off. This was like the aftermath. It didn't dawn on me until I walked over there that, this confetti was going to be everywhere. And it was. So this was like a concentrated area of it, just kind of in this random puddle. Just kind of captured all this confetti. It's a cool photo, just kind of random because of the random confetti in this puddle. But man, if only I could have had the one where they popped it off. I was just a bit closer when it happened. Maybe I would have captured some of it, but at least I got a little bit of it. So I'm grateful. really like this one. This one has such a cool feel to just the overall image with its composition and the flow of the bushes kind of running along the building. Yeah, I don't know. When I saw these people crossing the parking lot over to my left, I figured, they're not paying attention. Now's a good time to grab it. So I'm glad I did. This one just has that like kind of symmetrical look to it that I'm drawn to. And I really like the way that it looks on this film. This film I'm using is just the cheaper $10 roll I picked up from Target of a Fujifilm, just a 200, ISO 200. And I don't know, it just looks really good. I really like how this one turned out. I get a couple more that I like just as much, if not a little bit more, that kind of fit this style. And yeah, this was a nice surprise. I really liked this one too. This one just felt random. This van, I'm not sure if it had anything to do with the bank. There's a bank there on the left, which I think it did, but it said something along the lines of like ice cream. It was just like this really loud, bright van with these like random silver rims on it. And the fact that it was like, it felt like it was attempting to hide behind this small bush was interesting to me. So yeah, I like this one. I like the kind of oddball feel to this image. Now this image I do have a gripe with. I know I've said this before and I'll say it again. The image that I have in my mind sometimes, it's like I'm romanticizing the frame in my mind of like the perfect version of it. And then when I take these types of images and I go back and I review them, it's like, well, yeah, like it didn't look anything like I thought it might. For some reason, I was thinking that the poster in the window with the cigars would stand out a little bit more. I also didn't really like how flat and colorless this frame was. Yeah, and the sky's kind of blown out. So yeah, way at the bottom. And then, once again, like I always say, that's okay. I take a lot of these types of images, and I don't share a bunch of them just because, there's just so much of it. And I think as a photographer, there's a lot of people can agree with that to an extent. So, yeah, here it is, part of the process. This image ranked very, very high for me too. I was a bit nervous approaching this guy, just like literally just me and him over here on the side of the road. So I was worried about being noticed, especially with this camera, rolling or progressing the film every time you take it. It's loud. It's a loud camera. Luckily, his motorcycle was loud too, and he didn't quite pick up on it. So, just this like biker dude on this like really big, gaudy Harley Davidson type of motorcycle, and the things, the like string coming down from like the handlebars. And then like the big thing about this image that really drew me to it was like him wearing an NRA t-shirt with an American flag on the back of it. It's just these strong themes in these types of photos are like what I'm trying to be more mindful of. I'm trying to seek these things out more. So I think because of that, this guy's like really impactful in this image. It's to me, really drew me in. And once again, it's like a timestamp. There's a timestamp to this. Like, kind of puts it in a certain era. This is like it's like just so American. So yeah, and I capture another one of these here in a moment. You'll see as he drives away. The leading elements in this photo were the Mini Cooper, the yellow Mini Cooper to the left, and then the yellow Volkswagen. I thought it was interesting enough that there was these two similarly built vehicles with yellow paint and a soft black top on them, just so close to each other, that I thought, man, I gotta capture this. Like I've done this long enough that I'm starting to notice those types of things and trying to document those. I like this one, but the yellow is just so washed out and so pale that I don't think it works quite as well. I think if you're paying attention enough and you look at those cars, it may make a bit more sense. You may feel or see that, the way that I saw it. But yeah, it just didn't come off as impactful. But as far as like composition and scenes go, I still think it's cool. I thought like, this can't be something that happens often. So it's cool for that, if anything.
I woke up this morning, got me feeling brand new, like I know what to do, got me feeling nostalgic. Ancestors sending clues, I'm sending gratitude back, cause the whole world outside, sun in my eye, a girl in my ride.
This image felt a bit lost to me, which happens occasionally. There was like a lot of people in this restaurant, and it would have been cool to be able to capture that somehow. I mean, you can kind of see a couple people's heads in the window there. There's someone with a hat there, a white hat. And then also the motorcycle was something that like drew my eye, and I thought including the motorcycle could be really cool too. And I think that is a cool element, but just something that feels so like messy and unbalanced here. And I can't quite pin it. I mean, I know the right side of the frame is a bit randomly open, and that may be the problem. Maybe it would have made more sense to frame this a bit closer and more forward than I did, but yeah, once again, like I always say, just a part of the process, and I'm happy that I can get out and work on this the way that I do.
Sun in my eye, girl in my ride, head in the sky, we gon' make it if we try. The truth's never lie, like wings you can fly, with you by my side. This morning, oh yeah, and I woke up this morning, not every day is easy, but I'ma keep it breezy. Not every day is easy, but I'ma keep it breezy. Not every day is easy, but I'ma keep it breezy. Not every day is easy, but I'ma keep it breezy.
And somehow the last image for the day before my camera reeled the roll back in was this one. I kind of chased this guy for a good couple minutes. It was just me and him walking down the road here, and I kind of speed walked as fast as I could without being too noticeable behind him. And I think at one point he noticed me. He noticed I was there out of the corner of his eye. But it doesn't matter because I got close enough and I was able to grab this. Just, a random old guy walking this really random all-white fluffy dog just is it's strong or attention-grabbing imagery that I find interesting. So I'm happy with the framing on this. It's simple, and I really liked this a lot. This one was cool.